Welcome back, guys. As you can tell, there is some new stuff on my desk over here. Yeah, we still have this eraser. This is just came with the set that I got. So, these are the same erasers. What's cool is this one supposedly is like one of those ones that you're supposed to. It's like a kneaded one. So it's like it's where you're supposed to like bend it and you knead it and like that's how it doesn't create like um, the shavings like these two would. So I haven't opened it from the plastic yet. I don't know if I can, so I'm not gonna try this yet. Also, fun thing that I was able to do yesterday that's gonna make this drawing a whole lot better is I got a blown up version of the proportions. And what's cool, so I noticed that he had his proportion lines for the chest, the legs, the calf, and the forearms and stuff. But he actually has it for the face too. So there's this one for the forehead, for like where the eyes start, where the nose starts, and then where the chin is. So I'm kind of glad that this is blown up because it's allowing me to see more of the pencil sketch or the lines and stuff that he has. So I'll be able to follow along a little bit better. And it also will help with the tracing. So I'm excited that I have that. It's a little bit bigger and bulkier, so I'm not sure how that's going to work in the space that we have, but it's a lot better than using the book. So we will be able to work more on that later. I was going to like sit here and sketch the book or sharpen my pencil. I was like, why not go live and just start talking while I'm doing this, because then I can actually, because then there's some more time here. I'm just going to use this to capture shavings. Instead of, I'm like here talking to you guys instead of just sitting here on my own getting everything ready. So yeah, those are the exciting things that I blew over. We finished with lesson 6 and we're gonna head over onto lesson 7, which is where you just make your random, well, not random, it's where the angles aren't going to be straight on the XY axis. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I got something to catch that. This is supposedly a colored pencil too, so I don't think, so we'll see how that all works. I don't even know what hardness level it is or anything. It says extra smooth, 14420. Prismacolor ebony, so we'll see. Alright, let's get these shavings off of the desk. Oof. It's gonna be fun when we start using clay, because clay would pick all of this. Like, you have to keep your space so clean or you're gonna get like a lot of random particles in your clay. As I'm reading about, so much reading. I'm reading so many different things. I'm currently reading City of God, Harding's Lessons on Drawing, the classical drawing books from Juliet. I'm not going to try to say her name, Miss Juliet. And her last name I meant, because I can only pronounce her first name. Then I'm also reading some books on homesteading, because I'm not coming up with a ton of. This isn't taking up a whole lot of things to learn. I needed to learn something else. So I was like, well, I was thinking I should start doing some of the reading on stream, have like City of God playing in the background or one of the homesteading books, but those are copyrighted, so we can't. Harding's is such an old book that we can get away with it, but City of God I think still has copyright on it, even though it's older than Harding's book. I think the copyright's still there though. Like the publisher has like or the person who's also reading it, because I wouldn't be reading it, it would be somebody else reading it. So, copyright laws are very interesting, come to find out. Oh no. I don't know how to keep this from unfocusing while I'm doing all of that. So, and then tomorrow we are going to be doing a review of everything. So I'm going to have a couple of prepped papers, and I think we're going to just have to pick up all of these and take them off the desk to make room for what we want, for what's going to happen tomorrow. But that is a later date. That will be for tomorrow. Okay. So, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on, and it is like a short lesson, but this is the lesson that's going to require the most concentration and mental focus of the lesson so far. I think you saw the dotted lines and everything. So, you're going to draw the horizontal line FA indefinitely. So you just draw a line, and then it's like the fake line, right? Like the fake line, because it doesn't actually exist. You're not actually using it. You want to fix the point A somewhere along that line, and then so we're going to be following the lengths that are given here. So let's just read what he said, what he writes for the lesson, for the exercise for the lesson. Draw the horizontal line FA indefinitely fixed on the point A, and at their required distances from it to the left, place the points G and F. From these, raise perpendiculars and ascertain the points for C and B. So B is going to be where the vertical line point from G, C is going to be the vertical point from F, and they're going to be different lengths away from the lines are going to be different lengths. Draw the lines CA and CB. So this would be like a fake line. It's supposed to not really be there. It would be like a line that I could see that you guys couldn't, essentially. And so would CF and BG. Once those are all figured out, you then are going to create the line CA and CB. Having done these, you obtain the line DA. How? By observing that the point E, we haven't created an E, is midway between C and B, and that D is as far from E as E is from A. D is as far from... Having done these, you obtain the line DA by observing that the point E is midway between C and B, and that D is as far from E as E is from A. So E is going to be in the middle of D and A. You have therefore merely to extend the line from D through E to A. You may draw it whether with a ruler or by hand by beginning at D and proceeding through E to A. Okay, you didn't tell me. Okay. There are some things left out here. Where did D and E come from? Okay, let's repeat this. Draw the horizontal line FA indefinitely and fix on the point A, because A is the only thing that's there that's going to be used with the rest of this. At the required distances from it to the left, place the points G and F. From these, raise perpendiculars and ascertain the points C and B, and then draw the lines CA and CB. Once you have done these, you can obtain the line DA by observing a point E midway between C and B, as well as the same distance from A as D. Okay, so right now we're focusing on making the point E. So E has to be in between C and B has to be on a midpoint of C and B. Then D is going to be the same length as AE. So DE is going to be the same length as AE. Okay. So we're going to be drawing the line CA and CB. Then we're going to be making a point E halfway between C and B, the point C and B. Next, you're going to find the point D by making it the same length away from E as the line AE is. So D is going to be the same distance away from E as A is from E. That's the best way to say that. Next, you will be drawing the line DA, running it through E. Okay, so that's how we're going to make this particular exercise. And that is for when you are going to be drawing angles that do not stay on the X and Y axis. I want to give an example of where you would see that. A lot of these are on the XY axis. So hold on. All these angles are on the XY axis. Oh, this one. It uses the Y axis, but this is the closest one. See it, the shading, it comes up a bit. But the biggest ones I think are when we start coming into the curved lines and using different geometric shapes for that. So when we get to lesson 24, we're going to start seeing more. That's when we get to more complex shapes. So it's going to be more, so this is going to be more for stuff that we're going to be seeing in the second section, like later sections. Because when you want to make like these hooped, I forget what they're called, handles. They're called handles. And then like you're making different details when you're drawing bricks, like making it an old brick and stuff. So it's going to be very useful. We're going to have fun. So I don't think we're going to be painting that, but I think it's going to be interesting. Painting, drawing. Or like you're doing shingles, you're trying to make representation of shingles and stuff, grass and hills. So that's where you're going to kind of see all that stuff. Okay, and all of that you're able to do because of this, learning this part right here. Okay. It is really fun having this, like, to build upon each other. And I know it took a really long time to get started. I'm sorry. Let's begin. I'm not sure how this is going to show up and everything like that, but it should be fun. Okay, so first we are going to draw a line FA. So I think it's always going to be you do the points before you. Let's erase that and start again because I didn't even check to see if the points were horizontal. I'm just doing a quick drawing. What's cool is I don't have to press down to get this going. So let's try that again. I'm thinking I'm gonna have even less ability to do this more than, I think I'm only going to have the ability to do this twice. The exercise twice before I run out of space on the paper. so excited about moving onward that I can't get this down. All right, let's go. Focus. Apparently, I'm just focusing on making horizontal lines. That's because I'm trying to make a... No, I've been able to do... There we go. Except you can't figure out where the line is. I'm just going to get rid of this over part. Because this is essentially where line, yeah, CA is going to be. So let's just... There we go. Yep. The points are right, the line's not right. Is it because of the instrument? It's because I like changed the pencil. I'm not used to it, so therefore I can't draw with it yet. Needs to be a little far-fetched. Right here is where I started slipping upward. Need to focus on the point. Let's try that. Or we're going right back to lesson 1 and we're just drawing horizontal lines. That might be what we do today. Our review is beginning early. Okay, I was sloping upwards and then I realized it wasn't. Jeez. I'm gonna have to focus more on the not where I'm drawing, but on what I'm trying to draw to. Let's try that. Let's see. I think it's sloped upward, yeah. Because that's also sloped up. Okay. That makes sense why I'm having so much trouble now. Thought I had put them right where they were, but I must have. That's why you don't trace. Just use the mental exercise. Don't try to remember where you last put your dot after erasing it. Okay. Don't take shortcuts. Shortcuts never help. Great. So the lines are not straight. Yeah, it was a little wobbly, but lines up. Okay. This is supposed to be a lot later, but that's fine. It's okay. So I want to fix point A. I'm going to put point A right here. Then I want to find a point that is F. Right above F, I want C. It's only a short distance. It needs to be perpendicular. Yep, I just messed that up. I fixed it and I messed it up. There we go. And then I want, oh, G is only a little bit away from A. And above G is going to be B. Now we make the lines CA and CB. This is such a gradual slope. This is going to be hard. Cool. This is also a little bit more gradual. Oof. I don't know why mine. Oh, did you do that? My dog scared my other dog. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, I am so sorry about that. That also scared me because I was focused and then she started barking. I was like, what is that? And it was because my other dog leaned up against the door and the door moved, creating a sound like a knock. So she was just like, oh, somebody's at the door. Gotta let everyone know. Yep, I had a feeling. This is the real G point G. That's the fake point G. Okay. Now, this is where it's going to be interesting. So halfway between B and C, right in the middle, is point E. This is going to be point E. Now I need to find point D. So A is to E, and I have to find the same slope. Right, so follow this slope all the way up to probably about here. A little too short. Nice. Alright. That's going to be point D. And now we write the line DA. And that is another way to do angles. Oh, man. I think I made this too big, like too wide in general, because I'm supposed to be following the links in the book. So again, this was me just being super excited for everything that we have going up. That being excited for moving forward with stuff. So what the problem I think was definitely this was too. Even if I had this, I made F and A too far apart. They're supposed to be a lot closer together. Because this line doesn't matter in terms of the exercise, but I'm supposed to be following the links in the book for the rest of the exercise. So that was definitely a problem. So, and it just took me a while to settle down focus because I'm just kind of like excited for how things are progressing. So it's just took me to settle. Anyways, let's get on with drawing it a second time. Okay. So let's make the line. There we go. Just go with it. Okay, so A would be somewhere right here. F be right here. And then G would be right here. That's a little too high for C. Nice perpendicular line with a line drawn correctly. And right above G, up here is B. Now we draw the line CA. Didn't do the angle right. There we go. Oops. Let's try to get this line right on the dot. What is going on today? That's what's going on. Okay, I see. I see what I'm doing wrong. That's not right either. Hold on. It's fine, we figured it's good. Now E is gonna be at the midpoint. And then we have this would be D. This one's harder, and I don't know why. It's harder to get right. Alright, we might not get to doing the other thing. We might not get to drawing with the proportion guide. I want to get this right. I want to, because like conceptually I understand what I'm doing, but practically not working out the way it should be. So I might take more time tomorrow. Like tomorrow might be a longer stream just to make up for not working on the proportions of a human figure. I think it's called the Victorian Man. I think that's like the common name everyone knows it by. Are you straight? Yeah. Okay. A little off, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. This is going to be a little too thick. This pile of papers right here. Okay. Let us focus. So I'm making a line FA. Can't even make straight dots anymore. That is so off. No, I'm thinking just for the sake of this exercise, I should go back to just doing the horizontal and vertical lines so I can get those straight again. I don't know why they keep slipping. On a completely zero slope line. Good. Okay. Now, I'm going to make them dot A. F. And then G. I don't think I made the Okay. From there, I want to make C. It's too high. There we go. That should be a perpendicular line. Then B. Should be here. Yeah, that's a good height for B. Over just a little bit. That's where you get your perpendicular line. Good. Now, we are to draw the line CA see, I'm going to G with this slope. I need to go past G to A. Excellent. And then slope to B. Excellent. Find midway point between C and B. Let's see. Let's see. Just a little over. Right there. Fencing distance. It's right there. Yep. Excellent. This is E. This is D. And now to draw a slope that goes through both lines. That's not it. I see. D should be here. Let me erase the lines because they cross and I can't tell if it's. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. And that's why, even though it was a short lesson, it's going to take up most of our time because it's a pretty complex thing to practically get down correctly. I thought I heard something that needed my attention, but it does not, so we are still good. We'll finish with this last what do you call it? This is the last time we're going to do this exercise, and then we're going to call it a day for today. I should be here a little bit longer tomorrow, so that'll be good. And yeah, especially since we're going to be reviewing all 7 lessons. This lesson is by far takes up a lot of time. I would erase a lot less if I just like focused. I don't know what my problem with focusing is today. Much better line. Let's get rid of this one. Alright, now let's pick the points A and F. I shut out my other dog. Now he wants to come in. Like, I will be good, I promise. Yeah, I know, but I'm almost done, so you can wait out there for a little bit. He's not getting punished. I just don't want to get up and open the door to let him in when we're not going to be here for very much longer. We're almost done with today's exercise because there's no way I'm going to be getting to sketching the Vitruvian Man today. Just don't have the time. This lesson took a lot longer to figure out. There we go. And then we need to find E. That's too close to B. That's probably E right there. Huh. I wasn't even close. Alright. I'll figure it out. It's somewhere around here. Alright, at the H. Alright. So this is E. And then B should be somewhere right here. The Y. No, you are at the B. Between the O and the B. You need to be further away. Right there. My computer just needed to tell me that nothing was amiss. Like, we're working great over here. Oh, that's good to know. Yep. Okay, cool. This is D, and now we draw the line AD. So this is getting easier the more and more I do it, because this time it only took us like 10 minutes to get through this exercise. So it's a deceptively hard lesson to do. Next lesson is going to be a square, though. Once we get through, it's not focusing. Next lesson will be a square, so that's good. I had a feeling it was going to be like, yeah, you just finished. I think I can. There is room for me to do one more. I might do a mini version of it. Like a smaller horizontal line to start with. Just to get another practice in before. Because I do have some time left, so why not? Try to see how far I can get. And I'm gonna like be over time and late for something, but that's fine. Whoops. Other than the fact that's wavy, it's pretty straight, so that's annoying. There we go, nice straight line. Now let's make this A right here. Make this F right here. That's actually too far. We'll make F right here then. Make G right here. C is gonna go right here. And then B. It's gonna go right here. Next, we're going to draw the lines. C to A. I can only do a certain slope, it seems. Alright, if I hadn't paper. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now we need to find point E. I'm just going to measure it. Should be somewhere right there. H. Alright, that is point E. There. A little bit higher just to make my life a little bit easier. I had a feeling my hand was going to get smacked on that. Cool. So this is pretty fun. This is pretty neat. A really hard lesson, but we got through it. and I was able to do that in 5 minutes. Well, it's not as precise. This one's definitely not as precise as the other two, but it's not that bad either. I definitely had a lot harder of a time for lesson 7 than I did with the other lessons. And it's just going to be how it is. Some lessons are going to be really easy to go forward with, and others are going to take a while. I have a feeling I'm going to be slowing down with the lessons. Like, we're going to be spending more than one day on the lessons. It's just these are the basic ones, so I didn't think it was going to take too long to go through, especially since I spent so much time on the vertical and horizontal lines that it just made sense that these would be pretty easy to move forward with. But now we're getting to doing shapes, so we're probably going to slow down a bit as we head into that. Yep, and it's fine. I don't mind taking my time getting through this if it means that I'm able to do the necessary drawings to sculpt, and that's really what the goal is. So getting the foundations, learning what I need to learn so then I can get into sculpting is going to be an immense help. And I have a feeling the stuff that I learn here is going to help me with the sculpting. So it's going to be stuff that I'm not going to have to learn later. So that's kind of why I'm fine with taking my time learning to do this correctly before moving on. I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream, and I hope that you're learning something as well, and that it's not just me learning, because maybe people who never thought about drawing before will be shown this on their feed, and they'll be like, oh look, the things you art actually is. So anyways, I will be back tomorrow. We will be doing the review of lessons 1 through 7. And then hopefully we will have the time to start moving forward and progressing with the Vitruvius Man. It's a proportion of a human figure. Like, that's its actual title. So I don't know. Why I know it as a different name, but that's its title, so that's the title I'm going to continue to say. Again, if anyone has any critiques, advice, or resources that would be helpful, please let me know in the comments below. If you liked this, please, if you liked this video, please like it. I guess it helps give it out to more people, and the more people that see this, the more chances I am to get good advice and fix any mistakes that I'm currently making that I'm too novice enough to know that I'm making, because I am doing this this is like a self-taught outside of books. So there's no person I'm going to say, hey, look at this, or who's watching these videos and then coming to me on the side being like, so this is what you're doing that you should probably look at, and this is what you need to fix. So any advice would be extremely welcomed. And until next time, I hope you all have a good